What is up, YouTube? Dottz Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys a guide on animation canceling in the Elder Scrolls Online. So I touched upon this in my complete beginner guide, at least on the basic ones and the most important ones that I think you need to know as a new player. But I wanted to cover animation canceling more in depth because I have gotten a couple questions about it recently. And while yes, I did point those people to the complete beginner guide, a lot of them still had some questions afterwards and were still a little unclear on some things. So I wanted to address those comments and concerns today with this guide. I'm going to go over 5 different types of animation canceling and what animation canceling is and why you should learn it. So to start, animation canceling, simply put, is canceling out one animation with another. So basically, for example, without animation canceling, your combat would look like this. That's light attack, whip, light attack, whip, light attack, whip. It's a bit on the slower side, and you'll probably notice that in combat, especially in PvP, people are doing things a lot quicker. Like if you notice something like this, you see the same amount of damage going off, but in much shorter time. So I, as another player, am able to get off the same amount of damage you are in a much shorter time period. So that is why animation canceling is so important. It takes out the time of an animation and allows you to start another animation while the first one is still essentially going off. Now, the 5 types of animation canceling I'm going to go over are light attack animation canceling, dodge canceling, block canceling, bash canceling, and swap canceling. The first one I'm going to start off with is light attack animation canceling, and it is arguably, in my opinion, the most important type of animation canceling. All animation canceling is important to get more damage off as fast as you can, but I think light attack animation canceling is the most important one for all players in the game, just due to the nature and importance of light attacks in ESO. So for those of you who don't know, light attacks not only offer free damage on your target, but light attacks themselves generate ultimate. So you want to always be sure to be using light attacks in order to continually have a stream of ultimate. So the simplest animation canceling is light attack and then a skill. So I would start my light attack animation and then press a skill immediately afterwards. So in full speed, it looks like this. As you can see, the light attack and the skill both go off without me needing to go through the full swing of my light attack. It just kind of like does the first half of the swing of the light attack, and then the skill immediately goes off. I don't have to do the full swing of the light attack and then use my lash. Full swing, lash. With animation canceling, it's just left click 1, left click 1, left click 1. So as you can see, it just goes off relatively quickly. Now you can stand by a target dummy and practice this until you get it down. But in my opinion, that is the most important one. The second type of animation canceling we have is dodge canceling. So dodge roll can animation cancel light attacks or skills. So for example, you could do light attack dodge roll. As you can see, the light attack went off and I dodged roll. You could also do, just based on my keys, this is going to be a little bit harder. You can do skill dodge roll. So if I press 4 and then dodge, as you can see, without doing the full animation of the volatile armor like that, I was able to do volatile armor dodge roll. Or you can string them all together and you can do light attack, skill, dodge roll. So you could do light attack, skill, dodge roll. So all 3 would go off really, really quickly. So that is dodge canceling. The next type of animation canceling I'm going to go over is block canceling. So blocks can not only cancel light attacks, but they could cancel skills as well. So light attack block, light attack block, light attack block. So as you can see, I'm able to basically cancel the majority of the light attack animation with a block. I could do the same thing to skills. Some of these are a bad example though, because with a lot of my skills as a Dragon Knight, I can cast them while blocking. But for the skills that you can't do that with, you can cancel them with a block. Then you can string them all together if you want with a light attack skill block. So it does them all in quick succession. The next type I'm going to go over is bash canceling. So we can cancel light attacks with the bash, or we can cancel skills with the bash. So for example, we're going to do flame lash bash, flame lash bash, flame lash bash. Now, it's a little bit difficult to see the bash animation go off, but you can see the white number appear. That's 743. That is my bash damage going off. So you're able to cancel skills with bashes. Same thing with light attacks. As you can see, they're all going off at the same time. You can also string them together to make one full combo. So you can do light attack, skill, bash, and all three will go off at the same time. So light attack, skill, bash. It's a good way to squeeze in some extra damage. Bash canceling used to be really, really, really strong, but it's still definitely good if you have the stam to use it. If you have the stam to squeeze it in. Getting in a bash can really just add some free damage to your combo. And then the last type is swap canceling. I think personally swap canceling is relatively easy to get down, especially on skills. So you can practice this even without a target dummy. Simply put, swap canceling is you can use a weapon swap to cancel skills or light attacks. So if I use a skill, that is a dodge, excuse me. If I use a skill, I can immediately swap my weapon after the skill in order to cancel the animation. You can do the same thing with light attacks. So light attacks are a bit harder to pull off than skills, but even then, you can see, really not that bad. But skills are really easy to animation cancel with bashes. Very, very easy. Or with swaps, excuse me. But that's basically it, guys. That is your basic guide to animation canceling. That's pretty much the majority of the animation canceling you could really want to do in the game. I know some people have some really, like, much more complex combos for animation canceling, but this covers 99% of the animation canceling that you're going to basically practically want to do in combat. Like I said, the main ones that I would focus on learning is light attack and swap canceling, especially since the majority of the player base does do PvE. Those two are really going to make your rotation much more fluid, and you're going to deal a lot more damage for doing those animation canceling properly. If you're in PvP, I would definitely learn to dodge and block cancel as well. Those are going to be very, very important so that you're able to get and avoid some damage and block some damage while still getting your skills off. And then the last one I'd prioritize is bash canceling. Bash canceling could be a little bit more tricky than the other four, but definitely learn it if you can. It's definitely worth doing to squeeze in some free damage during your combos. But guys, if you like this guide, if you like this video, I would appreciate if you left a like on it. If you like the content here on the Dottz Gaming YouTube channel, streams, videos, etc., I would appreciate if you hit that sub button, as well as hit the little bell to keep notifications on. If you have any questions about animation canceling, please leave it in the comment section below. No, animation canceling is not cheating, and no, it is not going anywhere. So I would recommend that you do learn it and that you do practice it in order to improve your gameplay as much as you physically can. So thanks again, guys, for watching this video. I'm Dottz Gaming, and I'll see you all in the next one.